Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Imperial Holonet. I'm GID123,
I'm Red Leader Antilles.
and we are joined again by Deapoolzilla. Say hello.
You can't keep me locked up here forever.
Yeah. That's what he always says.
That's what you think.
Uh-huh. And, we are here to talk about something we haven't talked about, and yet we always talk about, in a long time. Star Wars Episode 8. Boy, it seems like it's been forever since we did our first podcast, Red, all those long months ago.
Do you mean the one that was about fandom that we accidentally didn't record?
Exactly. But now we have a title.
Yep.
Don't feel bad. I once did a whole hour and a half video with Coolio vids and I didn't record a single word.
Hey, at least
I
you didn't do
forgot
a live stream where you talked to a camera with no sound for 30 minutes.
Oh no, that is terrible. You're right.
That is
Shame
still
on you.
that's still the biggest loss.
Or a commentary of Attack of the Clones with only one voice coming out of the video.
Somehow not as boring as the movie.
Exactly.
But yeah, so episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Dun,
I
dun,
did the hand
dun. We have a title. So you can officially tell we have progressed. Not as a society, but as time passing.
Well, of course we haven't progressed as a society because it's a long time ago in the galaxy far, far away.
Exactly.
Can't progress, it needs to get here first. But yeah,
New
we
title.
have a title all of a sudden. Just
Out of the
title.
blue.
Well,
One day I
I
sleep in a lot. I wake up to like 50 tweets.
And the day I wake up
Well,
very
I thought-
early.
Yeah. My thing is that I did not see this coming. Like there was no fanfare, no like Star Wars news coming. Nope. Boom, right there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need fanfare. You can just put the title and the fanfare will create itself. Like they don't even have to market the thing. They can just go, oh yeah, here's a new Star Wars. 5 million views in 1 minute. Done.
So, thoughts on the thing?
Well-
I like it. It feels very samurai-esque. It fits the
Well, that's what Ryan Johnson's going for.
well, my only thing is,
What does it mean?
did we have to break the freaking thing? Do we have to break the trend we had?
Well, Ryan Johnson wants to do something different. That's the whole point of him. He said he wants to do something different and weird. And that is...
Yeah, but now we lost the forward thing, including an attack.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing that I'm kind of not sure of is they put the Star Wars in red, and I'm not sure if that's a
Yeah,
marketing
just like
gimmick
Return of the Jedi.
and Revenge
Well,
of the Sith and Revenge of the Sith.
Well, no, with Return of the Jedi, in the trailers actually did, well, Revenge of the Jedi and Return, the trailers had it there. With Revenge of the Sith, the trailers never did the red. That was only on the toys and stuff.
Oh.
Which makes me really hopeful that we're getting where each one has a different color. Because Empire was blue, and RTJ was red.
But somebody
so-
already put like a fake mock poster of the episode 9 being blue, which would be
Yep,
Yeah,
and,
and,
I really like that.
which is kind of funny because
Episode
Jurassic World was blue too. Which is kind of funny.
I can't wait for Star Wars Episode 9. Wait, we found another Jedi.
And well, actually,
Just wait, there's gonna be a bunch.
they're trying to fill out the sentence because Force Awakens, The Last Jedi. That's a sentence.
The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi to go to work.
Exactly.
Keep everyone from his nap.
Luke does not be
So-
being wakened by his nap.
Yeah, the title's good. It embodies exactly why I get annoyed with Force Awakens, which is we had the Jedi Return already. Do we have to reset it for the next 30 years just so then we can rebuild?
Not unless Rey's not going to be a Jedi, I'm going to be something else, like everyone's predicting.
But did we have to? Did we have to like reset again? We returned the Jedi. What was that for now?
Well, they
Uh,
returned, but then, Kylo Ren happened.
Yeah, but did we need to have all of the? Well, this is Jedi is plural, and I hope to God that there's more Jedi out there. They're just scattered.
Ezra,
look
still,
at acolytes.
Ezra and Kanan
They
show up
might-
in Episode 8.
No, they have to have been dead. They have to have been dead. But
Because Snoke
Because
said
Yoda.
that Snoke said that Skywalker was the last Jedi.
But yeah, that Snoke knows of. He has to be the last, which is why Kylo has to at least think the acolytes are all dead, which leaves the option of potentially Luke trained people when he was traveling around before he got Ben. Like,
Yeah.
because you know how Yoda had that like little rabbit guy he trained. Like the guy was never at the temple. He just went out and found somebody and spent about a year training him. Luke could have done that. There could be a bunch of small little trainees that we don't know about who have been training. Maybe don't even have lightsabers, or they're on like isolated worlds. You could do Cal. Well, Cal would be like 60 by this point.
Yeah, he's 60, but he can probably still kick all sides of butt.
Well, of course,
you could do Jaden Core maybe.
Yeah, you could totally do Jaden. Or you could maybe even age those characters. Like you could have the equivalents of those characters. Because I really don't want the Jedi to be complete. I don't want to have to end this trilogy with, and now the Jedi can begin again, and then this time it will stick.
Unless
You know what
The
the
Jedi, the next one will be called Return of the Jedi for real this time.
Well, hang on. Let me throw this out. How about this? The movie ends, and I've got a feeling Luke's going to die in this movie. I just got a strong feeling about it. And what happens is that Rey finds like other remaining Jedi, like you said, that were trained by Luke, and then she's like, "Now we fight back."
She's like, the revenge. Oh, in what if Rey's starting to fall to the dark side, and she's just like, the revenge of the Jedi. and you can do the whole Jedi aren't supposed to take revenge, and that's the point of the movie.
I was going to say
either
that
she starts to get more aggressive, and then the film 9 is about that, like her struggles to maintain the anger. Whether she falls or not is open to the film, but you could totally deal with that.
Yeah, you could do like maybe Rey creates like a gray Jedi Order.
Well, the whole point of
and then like she finds other people, and they're more gray, and then you kind of talk about why maybe that's not maybe equal part light, equal part dark isn't the best idea. Like people are just like, oh, there needs to be equal Jedi and Sith. That's like saying there needs to be equal Nazis to normal people. I mean, George Lucas compared the dark side to the light side as a relationship between a cancer and a healthy body. Do you think 50% of people should have cancer? Like 50% of your body should be cancerous? No.
no.
Like so they should. Yeah. So it'd be nice if Rey's maybe like trying to be lenient, and then it's like, oh wait, maybe this wasn't the best idea.
Well, see, my whole take on it has been more like, I think like these religions are going out and new ones are going to take their place. Isn't that kind of the whole thing? The Force's paradigm is shifting.
Because we saw
the Force.
It's interesting though, because we keep seeing the deaths of all those other religions at the hands of the Sith and of the dark side. Like the dark side seems to be killing all the other religious groups. On Jeddah, they kill all of those different. There's like 50 different religions on Jeddah. They killed all of them. We saw a Church of the Force leader get killed in Force Awakens.
But that wasn't the Sith killing them. But that wasn't the Sith killing them.
That's what I said. The dark side.
Okay.
Right. The Sith killed off most of the religions. Some started to pop up again when the Jedi did. Then Kylo Ren killed all the... Like, it seems like the point is supposed to be that all those religions are getting killed in place of none at all. Like, Snoke will have total control of the Force. Nobody else will worship it.
Only I will worship
which I
the
think
Force.
Which I think could be turned easily into the Jedi being the only religion that actually makes it out.
It's possible. I was just following what 1138 little tweet on the title was about. I don't know if you saw what he said.
Sorry. My thing with it is that this is obviously going to be this film is going to focus a lot on Rey being trained by Luke. And what I'd like to see is that maybe Rey can be like, well, maybe the Force thing didn't work and this whole light and dark thing just isn't working. Maybe there needs to be a unity in the Force, not a division.
The problem is that's kind of what Snoke is doing. Because Snoke's entire thing is a mix of light and dark skills and stuff like that.
That's possible.
Well, you could say that in some way she sees that Snoke's thing is that he has the right idea, but he's going too far.
Yeah, but they said they're sticking with Lucas's take on the Force, and the point of that is that balance in the Force is the light side.
Hmm.
Because like I said, as Lucas described it, the dark side is a cancer. It's not yin and yang. It's death and rebirth, or something like that. Like you see with Mortis. It's not equal light and dark. It's the dark will wash over and destroy. The little shred of light that's left will conquer and return it. The dark will wipe away. It's that whole thing from the Revenge of the Sith novelization. The dark will always it's not a yin and yang equal at all times. It's the dark will always, like that thing. The dark, the dark is generous and it always wins, and it's everywhere. It's in the fire at your hearth. It's under the sheets, like it's everywhere. But therein lies its weakness. Like the point's supposed to be that the dark side always comes back, and it's up to the light side to constantly take it down, because it will always win, but it's up to the light to just be able to fight back and put it back in its place.
Something you brought up, Deapoolzilla, about Luke Skywalker dying. I would have bought that, but how much of the Carrie Fisher's passing do you think would affect that, and of course Episode 9, because that's going to be the big thing.
Yeah, do they want to kill two leads?
I mean, I could...
Yeah, well...
They won't be able to have any of the original cast in Episode 9 then if they kill Luke. Unless he's a Force Ghost, but even then.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's time, I feel like the whole thing about this new series is to hand over the new generation to from the old generation. And I think that was very very symbolic in Han's death.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could definitely see how every film could have been focused on one of the main leads.
The torch gets passed and then stabbed through Han.
Exactly. I hope Finn and Poe. Do you think Finn and Poe will become Jedi?
Well,
no, don't. I've seen people who still think Finn's a Jedi. I really don't think he's Force sensitive.
I just think he's really lucky. Actually, let's talk about those guys, Poe and Finn. Here's what I'd like to see in the movie. Much like in Episode 5, I'd like to see Poe, Finn, BB-8, and Chewie go on a separate adventure, like a mission from
Isn't
a mission.
Chewie with Rey?
Yeah, Chewie with Rey.
Well, he landed there. You could say that he went back to the Resistance.
He just leaves them with no ship.
Well,
but no. Well, I was thinking I'd like to see a mission for if we can have Chewie, just have BB-8, Finn, and Poe go on a mission for the Resistance. Not like they're running from them, but they're on a mission to infiltrate a base or something.
How much spoiler do you want for that film?
We know things.
We know things.
Sure, go ahead. Because
Laura Dern. You know Laura Dern?
Little bit, yeah.
She is going to be playing some character who's vying for... Because Leia, apparently, Poe's escorting... And this is spoilers for everyone, so skip ahead 10 minutes. Poe and Leia are going to go on a mission. In fact, this whole thing's going to be spoilers, actually.
Don't watch.
Yeah. They're going to go on a mission. Their ship's going to get shot down. I think we even saw a bit of the set photos of the crash or something. Apparently, a lot of sources confirm that Leia's going to be in a coma throughout the first act.
Pre-Carrie Fisher's death, I want to add strongly.
Yeah. And so Laura Dern's character is kind of going to be vying for power with Poe over who controls the Resistance. We don't know who she is. She could be another Resistance person. She could be a centrist senator. She could be a Republic person. We don't know. But that they're going to kind of have to work together on a different planet. Simultaneously, elsewhere in the galaxy, Finn is going to be going undercover as a people. Not everyone knows that he's a traitor. Not every centrist world realizes that. And the First Order's declared martial law on several planets already, or already did, and now they're public about it. And Finn's going to be infiltrating a centrist planet that we like to call Casino Planet, because it's a giant casino. There's a casino there, apparently.
I thought Luke was going to Casino Planet.
Well, yeah, he's going to head there. Finn's already there.
Okay.
And there's these space horses, these horses that he rides on, apparently. We got to see a set photo, and it looks awesome. It's a giant horse. and he's going to be teaming up with Kelly Marie Tran. She's going to be playing his supporting character. So like it seems like we're dividing people into duos.
Actually, we might be trio because
Ray and Luke trio.
Well, okay. I want to just add this part. Ryan Johnson did an interview, and he said that the three non-Star Wars movies that he looked to for inspiration were 12 O'Clock High, and someone on the forum put equal Poe, because that's a war film, Three Outlaw Samurai, which is Luke, Ray, Kylo, because that's Jedi stuff, and To Catch a Thief, which is Finn and Kelly Marie Tran, which is a romance. And, the fun fact, To Catch a Feast had a coastal town located similar to Dubrovnik.
Oh wow! So yeah, because it's being shot in Dubrovnik. So yeah, and then there's like these guys with like they're Finn and KMT on this like aristocrat planet. They all have like suits, and they're all fancily dressed. And so yeah, that's what we know so far. And then Finn, so Finn and KMT are going to be the team up. Poe and Laura Dern are going to be a team up, and then Rey, Luke, and Kylo.
Not necessarily
and we don't know when they leave Act 2, because we know Rey goes through a bunch of trials.
Yeah, we also don't know Benicio del Toro's role in the movie.
Crossing my fingers, crossing my fingers, it's Gallius Rax.
I thought you were going to say Davros.
No, but that would be awesome. Davros just showed up randomly.
How much people are still saying that he might be Ezra's? He might be Ezra.
I could buy that, honestly.
Why did Ezra become the head of a casino?
Why wouldn't he become the head of a casino? Oh, wait.
He was friends with Hondo.
And he likes to call himself Jabba, so...
Wait, are they saying... Is that the type of role he's playing? The casino owner?
We don't know, but he's going to be on Casino Planet, so... I like to think that, like, the villain is just going to be a jerk casino owner. We have no idea. It might be that he just owns
I bet I know what kind of... He's going to be like a Bond villain, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, totally. Everyone there has suits. Apparently, though, there's going to be, like, a gladiatorial arena there where everyone fights. Like, I'm assuming it's going to be, like, a really fucked up place. Like, it's the high society people, and then they make, like, the lower class fight each other, I think.
Oh, I bet I know. Oh, so
it's
like Blade Runner and Sin City.
Yeah, pretty much. That's at least from what I'm assuming. Because we know there's going to be, like, a stormtrooper executioner who fights Finn, who has the same weapon as Nines from Force Awakens, except it has 3 prongs. And he has like half his face is a black, like, spray painted mask. It's really cool. But yeah, yeah, like I really wonder when everyone's gonna team up, because we need Poe and Rey to actually meet
in the movie.
Yeah, that might be important, because they met in the novelization, never in the film.
Also, somebody on, according to Making Star Wars again, said one of the big things in Episode 8, they were talking to somebody, and he said, you know, hey, you like the cave scene in the Yoda film? And he just said yes, and the guy just goes, good. And that was it. That was like his little teaser for Episode 8.
Yeah, it's probably going to be all the Act 2 stuff. Like, I hope a lot of this is like I hope a lot of this will be like
well, Ryan Johnson said he wants to go into metaphysics of the Force and stuff.
You know, like Nami Sunrider's training with Master Thon?
Yeah.
I want it to be just like that. Like, because literally that was just her and Thon just training and talking about the Force for like 2 issues. That's what I want the Rey stuff to be.
So not like Voto CS Bosk and Exar Kun's level of training.
I mean, I don't really want to see Rey beat the living shit out of Luke.
I kind of do. That sounds awesome.
Well, no. It would be great if she like breaks his stick and then he just like beats her up. Like,
well,
yeah,
we know a lot.
Don't overstep.
We know a lot of this film is going to be taking place in Octo 2, and there's going to be the Converies and the Sea Monster.
Oh yeah, we might have Converies. So Ahsoka's owl form might show up. Who knows?
Oh, great. So Ahsoka's become Gandalf the White.
We still don't know what the hell she is.
She's an owl.
I keep saying she's Schrodinger's owl. She's simultaneously dead, alive, and an owl.
Maybe they're the last Jedi. Maybe she's another one of the last Jedi.
That's the last Jedi. She just transforms into her normal self.
No. She's like that character from the Power Rangers movie that could turn into an owl.
Yeah, that Power Rangers crossover. The Power Rangers film's coming out. Maybe they cross over.
Oh boy, that's another.
Poe's just like, I'm the black one. It's just like, no, you're not. And everyone, the audience is just like, oh god.
It's gonna be this movie. No.
But yeah,
We know that. Well,
Yeah,
we
with
know that Ryan wants samurai-like influences because that's one of the things. 3 of the samurai movie. I posted you that form. Read you?
yeah, no, I watched the trailer. But yeah, for the samurai movie, not for this movie. That trailer's not out yet.
I
Um,
wish.
But yeah, and I love the fact that he outright mentioned like he's trying to do some dynamic stuff with the dogfights. That's fantastic because we're gonna get more ships in this movie. We already know that. We saw an A-wing on set. We saw 2 A-wings on set actually, and we've seen what might be the cockpit of a B-wing being shot on location.
That's
Awesome.
And apparently,
I wanna
on a first
wanna-
order city,
I want to see some more TIE fighter, some more TIE models.
you're getting that.
We are potentially getting TIE bombers, and Kylo has a TIE ship.
Which is
So
like
it'll probably be like a version of the TIE Advanced.
but with
Yeah,
it is,
except it has like the pill bottle cockpit, like the TIE Strikers do,
Oh,
which is weird but cool.
You know what's strange though? I haven't heard much on the bad guy side. Like, what are Hux and Phasma doing? Why can't we get some more on Hux? Because Hux can be cool. Hux could-
well, I know. Isn't Phasma getting more to do in this film?
yes.
Allegedly.
So she'll have more lines, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you could still replace her with a lamp, but
I wonder what's going on with Hux. Where's his dad? He's bound to have him.
yeah, I wonder how much we're going to find out with Snoke. Because honestly, we don't really know that much about this movie, because we only know about, like, 3 planets, maybe, and, like, even then, we don't know how often they're there. I mean, Rogue One had, like, 8 planets, Episode 7 had, like, 5, I think.
Yeah. And I feel like with Rogue One, they established a lot of the planets. Well, I say a lot of, pretty well.
Well, but the sense I'm getting from this movie, it's going to be very small scale kind of movie, very character driven, which is kind of RJ's kind of MO from what I hear. He's a character guy. Getting
You
to
know,
the
I wonder about the fight scenes. Are we going to get massive space conflicts?
I think
Well, the dude was actually. You ever seen his movie Looper?
I've heard about it
No.
and I've heard good things. Is it true? Is it
He's,
good?
yeah, he's actually pretty good at fight sequences and really good at character pieces. Excuse me.
I just wonder about the dogfights and stuff. Like, will we get capital ships?
Well, I know he wants
Oh,
to
like
do-
an upgrade, like an upgraded
Because-
Mon Cal ship.
We know the resistance has an MC-90, which is Helm 1. Like, we know they have it. It's called Echo of Hope.
I want to see those Snoke Royal Guards, and I hope they look like the Crimson Empire ones.
Yeah, like I want to see more of the First Order and how they function. Like, it seems like we're going to be on some First Order planets.
I heard we're getting a First Order city in a trench.
So yeah, like, you actually understand what the hell's going on with this world. Though also, I really want to see like a planet we've seen before.
You want to go back, it'd be cool to go back to like Bespin or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Or like,
I want to see Mustafar. I want to see Vader Castle.
oh, I still think that Kylo's going to go to Vader's castle.
Or they're already on it.
Um,
They're already on it.
Huh?
Or
They could already
you
be on
could-
it.
Yeah, I mean,
You could-
head there.
could have it that Kylo moved into the castle.
Yes, it's, like what I mean is like show like after the events of Episode 7, like him landing. Like that's where his part of the film opens up with like, it almost like the episode or Rogue One intro with like the villain landing their ship down.
Aren't there going to be like
Yeah.
flashbacks in this movie, like full on flashbacks?
I think so because Harrison Ford did shoot stuff, right?
I thought
This
that was
is
a
news to
rumor.
me.
I thought that was a rumor. I can't.
It's gonna be so sad though because it's probably gonna be when Luke left and when Han left. So it's gonna probably like the last time they talked, it's probably gonna be a fight.
Yeah, but hey, it's pulling on the heartstrings. Pulling on the heartstrings.
I wouldn't be
Also,
surprised if the last time they talked, he punched him or something.
I want Snoke's capital ship to be the Eclipse. Same design.
Yes, because the Eclipse is missing, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we go back to Jakku.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go back to Jakku.
Hmm.
I actually, you know what would be cool is like an opening scene for Kylo is the flashback of how he built the lightsaber, and it's him deconstructing and rebuilding his lightsaber.
Oh, that'd be great. Actually, yeah. How will this film open?
Maybe with a flashback. And well, we know how it will with the opening crawl. That has been confirmed.
Yeah, that's nice.
That has been confirmed.
This would actually be cool too. Is like it when Kylo is like, because obviously he's probably getting surgical treatment and being upgraded a bit, or during his training he has like visions back to when he's killing his friends in the temple.
Ooh! I know how it could start. Maybe it's gonna be the. Maybe it will be the. It'll open now because it has to. I think it'll open up more
Yeah,
traditionally.
it will probably start with the actual scene of them
Yeah.
on Act 2.
I was gonna say it should open up with Luke. Maybe from Luke's point of view.
What, he's just staring off?
Maybe they'll flash back to when Han punched Luke.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Luke standing there, which I still accept my headcanon that he was like peeing off the cliff when she showed up. Just because he's like, oh shit! Like, he holds out the thing and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna need to wash my hands before I grab the thing. Just hold on.
Oh, dude, he's like peeing off the side, and then he's like, "Oh no, it's too floppy. I can't get it in back all the way back in."
Yeah, they're just disturbing. We're like, I'm just gonna put this down and leave. But yeah, like in terms of other Jedi, I really, really don't want the Jedi to be gone. I don't want to have to rebuild a whole nother Jedi Order, but I want a Jedi Order. Like one of the best things in the EU was seeing the Jedi Order get put together. Like even though the Jedi Academy books aren't that good, it was nice seeing them, piece by piece, finding people who could be a Jedi, all this stuff. Like that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and I guess some of the better stuff is when Jason fell to the dark side. They got to do more stuff.
Tell that to some people. They don't like the Deddingsverse. Tell that to.
Well, Alston was still. Well, yeah, you're right. But when the seeds were being put up, like you had Alston in the book still, so that stuff was better. Honestly, like I keep having this idea that they're never gonna do. But we know that all the other Jedi have to be dead by the time of Episode 5 in terms of Yoda's perspective. But that doesn't mean Yoda knows everyone who's dead and alive. What if Oppo Rancisis is still alive?
No, well, that was previous canon. I was about to say, didn't...
Exactly. He was killed by Sora Bulk. He is missing from the Council in Episode 3. Now, that could mean death, but at the same time, Deepa Balaba was missing from the Council in Episode 3, and that was just because she was comatose. Adigalia was missing, and that was, in Episode 2. Well, no, sorry, she was on the Council in Episode 2. Stasali just shows up in the arena.
Balaba was killed canonically by her troopers.
Yeah, but she disappears from the Council in Episode 3, yet she's still alive during that movie.
Well, in the new continuity, they said, because I read the Kanan Last Jedi novel, and it shows her dying.
Yeah, but, in... That happens after Order 66. Like, she's not at the Council when Episode 3 begins. She doesn't die till the end of the movie.
All right.
Like, somebody not being on the Council, having been in the Council previously and not being there, doesn't mean they're dead. Like, sometimes it does, but we've seen Jedi get pulled out. Because, again, after the events of Episode 2, she was just in a coma. Like, she was and then she was woken up. So she's currently fighting battle droids on Mygeeto, like, during the scene where they discuss Obi-Wan going to Utapau. She's not there because she was replaced. And Oppo was replaced with Coleman Trejak. But who's to say that Oppo's dead? He could be presumed dead. Because don't forget, he's like 400 years old already. His race lives for long times. So honestly, he could have went on a mission, potentially even something involving Snoke, gotten lost, and be alive right now. And get found.
Or they could do that in Rebels and kill him off there. You realize this, right?
Yeah.
Or
Hope
you could,
Rebels doesn't
or
use him.
oh,
Well,
hang on.
hey, there's gonna be a
Let
post
me
Return of the Jedi series, probably. You know that, right? There's gonna be
Yeah.
well,
that's the next one.
let me do you one better. The Jedi that Yoda thought were dead, she runs into old Ezra. There you go. Because God forbid we can't let go of rebels, right?
Ezra and Kane are gonna be in episode 8, confirmed. And Kane's beard is even longer now.
Yeah.
I,
He'd be really old at this point.
yeah.
Be like what in his
Uh,
70s?
well, the thing is that we don't know about them, but I'm really sure that the whole thing, even though they're like, "Oh, Jedi, you don't know," but at the same time, I feel like Disney's really, really hard on that whole thing of Yoda saying, "When I go, you are the last Jedi."
Yeah, which means that most likely, if there are other Jedi, they're Luke trained.
Probably.
Which
Yeah,
is fine, because he had 30 years to train people. He could have spent, like, he could have had, like, small little praxiums for 10 years each.
yeah.
Uh, he could have even been on Yavin 4 and trained some people. Because I really don't want there to be, like, no other Jedi. I don't want Rey to have to put together a Jedi Order from scratch, and then, like, by episode 10, like, oh, here's Jedi Order. I mean, the books can do that, but I want at least if they do that, I want the books to at least show, like, there are some people who are still alive. Because I hate the fact that we have 30 years now of stories where there could be a new Jedi Order, but there won't be. Because Ben was his only actual apprentice that we know of.
Yes, the others were like acolytes, technically.
Yeah, I mean, he could have. That's only from how Leia knows. But at the
Lucas.
same time, that means there was publicly no Jedi Order. If there was a secret one that's still out there, that means there's still 30 years of stories where they never got involved in anything major.
Or, it'd be kind of cool if it's Luke and Leia, not Luke and Leia, Luke and Rey in their story is like they're looking for other Force sensitive. They're not Jedi yet, but they're Force sensitives.
Sort of like a
Ooh,
Legend
that'd
of,
be cool.
sort of like a Legend of Korra thing, maybe. I don't know. I always get Legend of Korra vibes from the sequel trilogy. Don't ask me why.
It could even be kind of like a Jedi Exile thing, where they're like trying to find people who Luke sent into hiding.
Or, yeah, but like I said, it could be like Jedi, like people who are discovering the Force and they're trying to get them before the First Order finds them out.
Oh yeah, and then they have like Cerebro, but for Luke, and then he's just like finding Jedi.
Well, there is that light, that
Well,
force
the whole
tree.
thing, it's kind of like with it's very much like in Rebels, where just because the Jedi are gone doesn't mean the Force died with them. There are going to be other Force sensitive out there. So just because Luke's order died doesn't mean the Force is just going to stay with Kylo and Snoke. It's going to be given to other people like Rey.
Yeah, which I really hope maybe they start actually. Yeah, good idea. Like they need to start recruiting people, because if you're gonna put an order together and fight Snoke, you need more than a couple of Jedi.
And you know what I want from this movie? I want to see the other Knights of Ren.
Oh, you're getting that. You're getting that.
Yeah, as far as we can tell, you are definitely getting that. Yet they seem to all get taken out like punks by Luke. So I'm not happy, but maybe they get to show up later. I kind of hope they survive and become like Inquisitors for the new continuity.
Yeah, and I've always had this kind of idea that this kind of headcanon that Inquisitors that survived the Imperial fall became the first Knights of Ren.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, there has to be some Inquisitors who survived.
Yeah. Obviously not, seventh sister and fifth brother. No, those fuckers are dead.
They did.
Or the guy who was flying away who got dropped, yeah.
He did too. What about the force tree? That's a big thing that's been popping up everywhere.
It's totally Odan error. Oh, sorry, Udbanar. Udbanar turned himself into a tree. Because there's a Jedi who turned himself into a tree, who Luke found.
Or how about we bring in the Bendu? Shit, why not, right?
Oh, yeah, the tree could be the Bendu, but it's burnt, so it would be his corpse. Though it would be nice if, like, maybe they moved the Bendu to Act 2, or there's another one on Act 2.
This time played by Colin Baker.
Who's to say... But who's to say all the Bendu look the same? That could just be an order, not necessarily like a race that could be more than just one individual. They seem pretty ancient. Like, it would be kind of nice if there is like hundreds of Bendu, but like most of them are dead, but they're all kind of just scattered at this point. Like they helped found the Jedi, and so now they're going to help found them again.
And this will,
Yeah, or you could use this new Bendu in this film. Like again, assuming we have Bendu in this book, like we have this Bendu, and it can be like Cerebro.
Oh yeah, like just like to hook up them, and then you can do all that stuff. Because there seems to be like a lot of animals and shit on this island that are force sensitive. Like
Yeah,
apparently Ray's gonna fight a tentacle monster, which
I didn't say it was a tentacle monster.
can't wait.
I didn't say it was a.
She's gonna fight a sea monster thing, like a giant kraken.
again with the tentacles. Why?
What is with this?
Somebody must be a big fan of hentai. Somebody must be.
Yes, what is up with that? Is there something they're not telling us?
Well, I know in the Maul miniseries that's coming out, he's going to fight a Raptor.
Yeah, that's good. Like just that he gets to kill one, because I'm sick to death of those things.
Yeah,
Because we keep bringing them up and stuff. They're like, no, we will make you love Rathtars. And then we're just like, we don't want Rathtars. We want Gullet, damn it.
No, I want Rancor. I want Rancors.
In the immortal words of Admiral Jello, of 1138, hey, I have a fever, and the only prescription is Borgullet.
Borgullet will
Need
know the
Borgullet.
truth. Borgullet will know the truth. One tends to
Lies!
lose
Deception!
one's mind.
Yeah, I want more Borgullet. Like, I want to know what the heck is up with that thing. Is it sentient?
Will it know what Ezra's hair color is?
He just asks him, and he's just like, I don't know.
Borgullet will know the truth.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think I've given all my piece on this. Other than I'm looking forward to it. And you know what would be crazy if during the Super Bowl we get like a teaser, because it's kind of funny because we got the Force. So remember when we got the Force Awakens poster, and later we the teaser.
They've said they won't be doing one. I think they said that. Like, it seems pretty unlikely, which is why potentially they might be doing it. I don't know.
What do you think the
I
trailer
never
will be?
trust these people.
What do you think the trailer's gonna be like? Do you think it'll be more like a Rogue One style kind of trailer, where it kind of just lays out the groundwork for you?
I don't think we're gonna.
And get all the scenes that were cut out of the movie. Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. But yeah, I don't think any trailer's ever gonna reach Rogue One level for me. Well, Episode 3's trailer is fantastic, but like, I mean, moving forward.
No,
Well,
I mean,
episode 3 trailer is so spoilery. That's the thing. But
Yeah.
but the thing is,
But I
like,
don't care. Just
all
the
the other-
dun 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 dun.
well, it's kind of funny because in the same time, even though it's so spoilery, at the same time, it's like, yeah, we know how this is going to end.
Exactly. George is just like, I know, they don't know. Let's watch them scream and cry as they find out that they're all gonna die. Like, yeah, just do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still funny how little we know about this movie still. And I thought this was supposed to be less secretive, Ryan Johnson.
No, it's gonna be more secretive, probably. Well, they have drones monitoring the site, like where they're shooting. Honestly, like, I keep like getting word with this movie. I'm like, oh no, we don't like I don't really like love everything we've seen so far. I'm like, wait a second, I know nothing about this movie. Like, I can't judge it yet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't want it to be all cerebral. I do want some Star Wars action. Wait, we don't know anything. Like, I can't even say that yet. Like, yeah, it's.
We only have like one technically teaser trailer, and it's not even a real one. Well, kind of is.
Yeah,
But that
it's gonna
island
be interesting if this could beat Rogue One in terms of my enjoyment or hype. I
not
don't
for
think
Yeah.
it's possible.
And I don't know, like Rogue One was pretty good too. I mean, yeah, again, flawed movie, but still fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was it had ships in it and shit. It was insane, and
I just think
And
I keep telling you, I
and
think
of
episode 8 is gonna be
course,
very
the Vader
small
scene.
scale.
that parka.
That's true. But I still think episode 8 is gonna be very small scale. I think it's just gonna focus really on the characters, which is good.
Yeah,
So,
and I
I-
wouldn't be surprised if we have like a really cool like lightsaber fight at the end, like not like a massive one, but one very much like the one on Bespin.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that.
I just don't. Here's my thing: is that I don't want it to be like Empire Strikes Back. That's what I
Yeah.
don't. I don't want, because we've already got, yes, I know there is a lot of footsteps that it follows for A New Hope, right? And I get that, because you needed that. You needed to say like, hey guys, we're back. We're gonna, gonna have some fun, but now it's time to do something new.
I can see I can see maybe it's a little bit of the Star Wars formula, but as long as they do a good twist on it. I've never
Do
begrudged.
the Rogue One thing, just kill everyone off.
No, that too. Or make Rey a Sith Lord. That would be happy.
I really want that, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh, that'd be so crazy. Like at the end of the movie, she just like she kills Kylo and then kneels before Snoke, and Luke's back to being the last Jedi again.
Kneel
No, it'd be
before
great
Snoke.
I'm calling it. If she does fall to the dark side, it's gonna be to kill Snoke, and Kylo and Luke are gonna have to work together, and it's gonna be like this begrudging alliance. Like Kylo's gonna get betrayed, the Knights of Ren are gonna try and kill him under Snoke's orders, and then like Rey's gonna like be trying to kill him as well, and Luke and him are gonna have to like have an uneasy alliance.
Yeah. You know what I also want to see? I want to see like more of Chewie trying to deal with Han's death.
Yeah, because he didn't react like at all.
Well, he
So
did
what
have that.
about Luke? He had the
Yeah.
roar, but like we didn't see him like sad afterwards. He's just kind of like he just like walks off after Finn's unconscious body.
Yeah. Well, you know, it'd be like I've been reading a lot of like web comics of like following Chewie, and there's this great one of him flashing back of meeting baby Ben, and Han says, "Oh, don't worry, Chewie won't hurt you." And then it flashes to him shooting Kylo.
Oh,
and
I've seen
it's
that.
him-
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's
he's
sad.
like holding the bowcaster, and he's like, he keeps hearing Han's words, "He won't hurt you."
It's like no,
Oh,
he
that's
wants to hurt the freaking hell out of him.
The feels, man, the feels.
I love that he shot him right in the freaking like pelvis. Like, oh man, that his leg is just gonna be hell for like ever.
I'm going to be interested to see how we feel as the movie nears by, because I remember Rogue One when it started. Being interested, obviously, very interested. I feel like we still didn't know much, and as we knew more, the more layers we saw of it, like the connections and stuff. So I'm curious to see, like, as the layers start to peel back, what we start seeing, because all we know now is nothing, except it's going to be different, and as according to what they say, it's going to be weird.
Sometimes weird is good.
Yes.
Sometimes weird is good.
I'm happy because it's Ryan Johnson. And Ryan Johnson sounds awesome.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want the movie to be Star Wars Eyes Wide Shut. That's all I don't want.
Was that a Ryan Johnson movie?
No,
No, it's
wait, was it? No. It's
no.
you don't want to know.
Okay.
You.
Why would you think? Oh yeah, because Indy, yeah. No, that's what Rogue One was missing. Totally.
Well, apparently
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark was another one of Ryan Johnson's inspirations for this film, apart from the three I mentioned.
No,
earlier.
not that Indy.
Oh.
I mean, you already said the whole thing about the sea monster, so it, maybe Deapoolzilla's not off.
Well, hey,
Anyway.
do you want don't you want Hux's face to start melting as he opens a box?
No, not that Indy.
I know. I'm just.
The one I'm worried about is Episode 9 because Colin Trevorrow, like, of course, you guys have seen Jurassic World, and I'm like, but at the same time, Gareth Edwards' Godzilla for me was pretty hit and miss, and then he turned
but
out.
Edwards done like 2 films, right?
Yeah, but Colin Trevorrow's done one indie movie, and much like Edwards, where he got one indie movie, and then he got this major motion picture.
Which I heard was in production heck for like years. Although Episode 9's now going to be production heck because of Carrie Fisher's passing.
Yeah.
Although that.
But yeah, though there's the thing that because we did a video on this like a year ago, but who do you think is going to lose an arm or an appendage, and what appendage?
Ooh, could be Kylo, but maybe he does that to himself. I could see Kylo cutting up his own arms.
No, it's going to be Luke with his other arm, and he's just going to be like, "I'm not dead. Come back, I'll bite your knees off." Yeah, I just made the Star Wars Monty Python.
Nice. Ah.
But yeah, who do you think's going to lose a limb?
Ooh. I always feel like there's gonna be controversy if that happens. I know. Probably Ray. I still think Kylo possibly.
Well, I think Finn's gonna like Finn due to the injury he got from the lightsaber. He'd be like probably like a new spine.
A robot spine.
Yeah.
Who do you think, Red? Who do you putting your money on?
I like my idea of Rey and Kylo both like jump at each other and cut each other's arms off.
That'd be awesome.
at the same time. That'd be amazing.
And of course, we gotta ask this one more question.
Or maybe like she loses her hand
Ooh.
and then like starts force choking, like using dark side powers on somebody. I don't know.
I wouldn't
If
mind
she
seeing.
falls to the dark side, that's how I would do it.
I wouldn't mind seeing Ray force choke somebody though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. If she's falling in the dark.
She looks like she wanted to choke him out in episode 7, so I wouldn't do. But yeah, I guess the last thing to talk about is who's Snoke?
Who's Snoke? What about Rey's parents as well?
Snoke is Rey's parents. That's a...
Yeah, Snoke is Rey's mom and dad. It's a weird family.
I still want my theory. It's Gallius Rax. I still want my theory.
Snoke is clearly Ezra, as is Benicio del Toro, as is Rey's mom and dad.
Exactly.
Snoke is Chopper. It's very obvious. I still think he's like some Force thing.
He's the Force mummy. He's the Force.
All right,
Yeah.
I got it. Hang on, I've got the perfect theory. He is Andy. He is Andy Serkis. No.
He's just.
Yeah.
Andy
He's
Serkis.
clearly King Kong.
He's Caesar. He's Caesar.
No, guys, we all know.
Caesar.
He at the end of the movie, we're gonna find out that he's actually like really small and like, not that big. And like Kylo's gonna like look behind the curtain and see how small he is, and then he's just gonna be like crouched over. He's gonna go.
I like that.
What?
Gollum.
Oh, you can't. He doesn't do the Gollum thing that way.
Oh.
Gollum.
Yeah, that like he does the,
Oh,
the
I
back of his throat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
He wants the precious.
No, it's gonna be Gollum. It's clearly Gollum this whole time.
He wants the preciouses. He wants the precious.
Which is?
Raise the preciouses? I don't know. I like my idea that Snoke is like the Star Wars version of the Mummy, and Rey is like the ancient incarnation of his long lost lover.
Oh, you are right.
Guys, no.
Oh, come on, those Mummy movies are cheap, but they're awesome. I love them.
Oh God, no. That is gonna lead to things within the fandom that we will not be able to temper.
Somebody's already thinking it.
Oh God, it probably exists out there somewhere.
Hey, there's a picture of Krennic trying to get it on with
Shut
Jin.
up.
Why? Oh God.
Trying to kiss Jin.
Oh God, you already said it.
Yep. And yet I still can't find anything of him and Galen.
Oh dear Lord.
Hey,
Krennic's
hang
true
on.
love.
Hey.
Krennic's true love.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Credit-
buy that. Still.
Krennic's going to. I can see that image right now. Oh yeah,
That's Krennic drew it.
Krennic's like.
They're
"I
going through the files and then it sees an entire photoshopped like thing of that Krennic made, and she's just like, I'm just gonna move past that one.
I mean, no, he's like, no, with the Death Star beams coming down, it's like, I'm gonna have to die with that image in my head.
And Cassian's like, what image? You don't want to know.
So yeah, that was episode 8 title discussion. Strangely did not go on as long as our first one from a long time ago. In a galaxy
Strangely resulted in Krennic Galen shipping because
I'm obsessed with
it's
that.
actually the only ship of the movies that I've liked so far.
Who will?
It's the best ship in Rogue One, that's for sure.
Because especially if you read Catalyst, because it even makes it better. It makes it better.
It's so canon.
Oh yeah, it's so canon. It's just the way even when Krennic just sees Lyra, just like, oh Lyra,
It's like,
troublesome as ever. He was happy when he got to shoot her. He was happy.
oh, I was happy when he got to shoot her. The people don't know about my Lyra hatred, but yeah, that was our thoughts on episode 8.
Yep.
The title.
The Last Jedi. But is it?
Is it
done?
really gonna be? Well, I've seen people be like, "Oh no, Luke's gonna die," and I'm like, it could just like this could be like the Last Jedi, as in like the beginning of the Jedi, or like of a new Jedi.
The Last Jedi who are around somewhere. Or it could just be a movie about Luke. Could you have lots of flashbacks about what Luke was up to?
it all takes place. We found out that it all takes place. It's a one-man show, and it's literally just Luke talking about his past.
Luke, be a Jedi tonight. Just be a Jedi tonight. This song was on The Simpsons when Mark Hamill did the cameo. It's a kind of fun episode to watch, so you should watch it. Luke, be a Jedi tonight. So, yep, that was it.
Yeah,
And
that was weird.
until next time, I'm JID123.
I'm Red Leader Antilles.
And I want this to end.
And it ends. Goodbye.